Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is 12 p.m. Welcome to Iqra News Briefs. My name is Ramla Abdi. The Central Bank of Kenya, CBK, has announced the dispatch of a new and updated series of banknotes with at least 4 changes in them. In the announcement, CBK said the notes will be in circulation alongside the current ones. All denominations will be affected by the changes made, which include a new signature for the Governor Kamau Thuge, as well as that of the member of the board, Chris Kipto. The other changes will be the year of the print, 2024, and a new security thread with color changes to each denomination. The Central Bank of Kenya said it has released the updated series of banknotes starting with 1,000 Kenya shillings. And the State Department for Environment and Climate Change, in partnership with UNICEF and other stakeholders, has developed the Children's Climate and Disaster Risk Model. The model is an online platform designed to track the climate and disaster risk levels faced by children in Kenya. Speaking at the lounge, State Department for Environment and Climate Change Principal Secretary Festus Ngeno emphasized the model's findings, stating that children are 7 times more vulnerable than adults to climate and environmental hazards, both physically and psychologically. An estimated 2.4 million children live in these counties, facing very high risk levels of climate and disasters. In other news, the U.S. Undersecretary for Civilian Security and Human Rights, Uzra Zeya, is expected to hold a press conference today. Zeya, who is in the country on an official visit, held a series of meetings with Kenyan officials and largely discussed police operations. Officials said Zeya raised issues on police operations in the recent anti-government protest and in particular claims of abduction. She is also said to have raised the issue of use of excessive force on the protesters. Her visit also coincides with 26 years since the bombing of the U.S. Embassy in Nairobi in 1998. On the international scene is that Tim Walz touted his rural roots and said Donald Trump will take the U.S. backwards as he appeared for the first time as Kamala Harris's running mate at a Democratic Party rally. The Minnesota governor spoke in front of thousands of supporters just hours after he was announced as Harris's pick for the role. The pair mostly pitched themselves as defenders of individual freedom, including on abortion rights and safety from gun violence. And now you're up to date on Iqra News at 3 minutes past 12. For more on these and other stories, do join us at 3 p.m. for a more comprehensive news bulletin. My name is Ramla Abdi. Ma'asalam.
You are listening to 95.0 Iqra FM, the station with a difference.